I am so glad you are here. I am Liz. It's Herby Thursday in my world. Let's get into a little work with dandelion root. Taraxacum officinale. Love me some dandelion root. I don't think of it as a daily herb for most people because it can be a little taxing on the kidneys, I find. But that is in part because humans have been able to figure out that this is a pretty strong diuretic for an herb for so long that one of dandelion's common names historically was pissabed. So be prepared for that Jupiterian generosity that this plant's associated with. We've got it associated with Jupiter and the sun. And Jupiter is the one I see most often come up. And when you see Jupiter, think generosity, not through sacrifice, but through being willing to share something you genuinely have a surplus of. And believe me, dandelion really can make it so that you have generosity, you have extra to give. And the fact that it's a really pretty strong diuretic for an herb. I have read of it being compared to a mid-level prescription diuretic, just by way of example. But yeah, associated with Jupiter, expansive energy, associated with the sun and all of its hope. Of course, that flower is going to get associated with the sun. What else could you associate it with? It opens up to the sun. It's the color of the sun. It looks like it has rays like the sun. And by the way, that's not one flower. That's a composite flower, meaning there's lots of little flowers in there. But this is the root, and you can see that it's mostly kind of pale. It's got an outer light brown husk on it. That paler color says that whatever other flavors might be there, there's a little sweetness in there you can find. Almost always. It refers to the fact that there are some sugary substances in the root. Does the sweetness overwhelm the bitter? Not for most people, not for dandelion, no. Most people can taste that it's kind of bitter and a little minerally tasting and a little sweet tasting. But this is an herb that has been used for centuries by humans. This is one of those herbs that we've just evolved with because of how widely dispersed it has been historically, where it has grown all on its own transfer, that it really is one of those herbs that people turn to if they have low back pain, if there's something off with their kidneys, they think. This is a potential herb that will get used. Now, it will interact with a lot of medications that are diuretics. And all diuretics, prescription, herbal, all diuretics, help the body get rid of potassium, which you don't actually want all your potassium gone. One of the nice things about dandelion root is it contains some potassium. So it's replacing some of the potassium it's leaching out, which is actually pretty cool if you think about it. This is not true for something like, say, licorice root, where we have to say, if you find yourself craving a baked potato or a banana, put the licorice back. Because you've had too much. Your body, your brain is signaling you that you need potassium, and it's doing it by getting you to crave foods that it wants you to eat that contain potassium. Your subconscious, your body really is that clever, I promise. Listen to it because it really can help you out, especially if you can distinguish between the need and the want. I want the brownie. I need the dandelion root. There's a difference in how those feel for most folks, and it takes some fine tuning, but it's absolutely doable. So if you're thinking about putting yourself in the position to be able to be extraordinarily generous because you have the capacity to do it without harming yourself or your loved ones, this is a hallmark herb for that. If you are interested in looking at herbs that affect kidney function, bladder function, this is an herb that has a powerful effect on that, which does mean you want to watch it. Make sure it's something you're not already taking a medication for. Make sure it's something that will actually do you some good. Somebody, for example, whose kidneys are very far gone, this would just put undue pressure on them. Somebody who's a little off, this might be their ticket for them. I don't know. I don't know your case. But it's worth looking up. It's worth considering. People like to roast dandelion root. It's one of those roots that you might see roasted for a more coffee-like flavor. It's a fantastic little herb, and it loves us all so much. It's constantly trying to get next to our homes. This is a plant that loves humans, always trying to get close to us. If you're in its growing region at all, it loves you. Just know that that sunshine, it's partly for you. I'm Liz. I hope I've given you something to think about with dandelion root. It's adorable. It's lovely. It's definitely something worth checking out. And in the meantime, thank you so much for being your amazing magical you. Myself and the rest of the crew here at Megas Books, we love that about you, of course. And we do appreciate the little magical things you can do here in social media land while you're watching. I know you know what they are. Have an amazing week. I hope to see you again very soon, whether it's here online, at the shop, or at our website, megasbooks.com. If you click on the QR code, it'll take you to our current herb selection. We are running in and out of herbs all the time. The next order is due this week. In the meantime, blessed be.